Hi, everyone, and welcome to our webinar today. We are here with our presenting partner, OUTTRA, and two of our wonderful jury members, Anny and Katie. And we will be talking about data and the possibilities and what we can and should probably do with the data to improve things, making sustainability more accessible and sharing the information that we have. And we do have a lot of information. And put it to use. Well, I'm going to go forward and hand over to Ziggy, Anny, and Katie. We will be having a Q&A question session in the end, and you can participate by writing comments. We can then pull up those comments, display them. We'll actually see your name and your comment, and then we will answer these questions in the Q&A session. So on whatever platform you're watching, whether it's YouTube or LinkedIn or whatsoever, if you post a comment, we will pull it up in the Q&A session in the very end, after we gave you a short introduction. If you have a question regarding something that has to be answered right away, we will be watching the comment section and we'll eventually pull it up if it makes sense at that very point in between. So until then, thank you everyone for joining in. Happy to have you, Katie, Anny, and Ziggy. And let's take a deep dive into data. I'll see you in a bit.
So great. Thank you for everyone to participating here. And thank you, Jana, for organizing this event. We are here to talk today a bit of the possibilities of data, but first we'd like to start with a little introduction round. And it would be great to, if you start with Anny, can you tell a few words about you? And then Katie will join, and afterwards I will tell a few words about us and then talk more about data.
Yes, of course. Thanks, Ziggy, and thanks, Jana, and good morning, Katie, and everyone who's out there. I can't see anyone, but I guess there are some people. And yes, my background, Anny Cardinahl. I'm from Hamburg, worked in purchase and marketing. This is my background, and I founded a small agency called OUTDOORDELUXE as an intersection for retailers and brands. So networking is our strength, and we offer more than 30 years of field experience in omnichannel retail. We stand for, and the strength that we have is that we place existing stuff into new contexts and add some zeitgeist, and then create new opportunities. And as well, we're going to look into data and ease in processes. This is what we really love. And I hand over to Katie.
Thanks, Anny. Good morning, everybody. My name's Katie Stevens. I'm the head of CSR and sustainability at the European Outdoor Group. The European Outdoor Group is an industry association for outdoor brands, retailers, and supply chain stakeholders. And within this role, I'm kind of heading up the CSR and sustainability work, but this really allows us to understand the brands and to understand the industry and to kind of know, what everyone's challenges are and where everyone's coming from. Thanks for joining today. Over to you, Ziggy.
Great, thank you. So Ziggy Müller, my name, founder and CEO of OUTTRA. We are here as a technical provider for the outdoor and sports industry, and we're an official partner of EOG, BSI, and other different organizations we will talk later on. And our idea is to see what can be done with data and where are the benefits we can do, because there is much data out there in the industry, and everyone talks about data, and there are many different types of data out there. And now the challenge for all of us is, what is the possibility and what are the benefits, or what can we do, the potentials of this data? What can we do with this? And this is something we have to work together here, because it's no one can work with this data pools on its own, because then everyone has its own data pools, and they are pools. They can't work together. And our mission with OUTTRA is to really connect these data pools and to help the whole industry to work with this data and to generate benefits for all of us. That's what we are here, and that's what we are really proud to support here with our technical expertise. So we are IT guys, and we love data, and we are also proud to be in this industry, because it's a fun industry to work in. It's also hobby of me to be out there, and I love to connect these both worlds of the outdoor and sports industry with my passion for data. And that's what we are doing. And I think this is, this is a good thing here to talk about. And I'm really proud to have Katie and Anny here with me, and Tatjana also. You might already heard that the EUG is really strong in this topic to also help with creating standards or creating more ways how brands and retailers can work together based on data. And this is exactly what Katie will talk a bit later on. But first of all, so everyone benefits from the data, and especially the retailers benefit from it. And that's where Anny is really the head of data for retailers with your background. And I think you can talk about a bit more about the data for the retailers and how they can benefit. That's what I would tell you, Anny. Please go ahead and tell us a bit more about the retailers' benefits from that.
Yeah, actually, thanks, Ziggy, because actually I was just thinking, yes, I have been for many years more a pain point manager than a retail manager. Because there are so many pain points regarding the data. And yes, again, this is something that is really on my topic, and it's a mission for me. And this is the reason why I founded the Retail Meets Brands project series a couple of years ago, to bring retailers and brands on one table and actually bring the level that they work together of collaboration to a new level. And so this is, again, I'm in this webinar to address retailers to take action, because I think it's definitely important that retailers use their strengths that they have, because there's a lot of return on invest if this is really using consistent templates to ease the flow of ERP information. And this is my daily business as well. And I've built with a couple of retailers a great foundation, which is not yet in use. And this is something which I would like to, yes, just make a point of it again. And so this common structure of templates for the ERP information transfer, including the attributes to identify more sustainable products, this is something that really drives our return on invest for all partners. So this is so important, and this is why I see that this that Ziggy and Katie are now taking action from the sustainability side again. And this is one of the main topics as well. So this is where data and sustainability come together to work beneficial and create return on invest for all sides. Because I think if we have these templates, then a lot of work for retail is already done beforehand they start to work with the data from brands. And so I'm pretty happy that I heard Katie and Ziggy will now use this great foundation that we built already for the sustainability data exchange project. And again, my call to action is support Ziggy and Katie in this. And if you're in need, of course, of manpower to join this, please get in touch with me, because we can definitely offer service on this for retailer and brands as well. No problem at all, because we have an experience for the whole value chain. Thank you.
Thanks. So I think it's fine. I'm just waiting for my slides to pop up, because I just have a few points to kind of demonstrate, really. I think obviously a picture paints.
This is, I would like to add, because we haven't said it right up to now, these slides are available after the webinar as well.
Yeah. So thanks, Anny. Thanks, Ziggy, for the lovely introductions. And I think coming from an industry association, you know, we are seeing the need for data more and more. And I think, you know, why do we actually need data and sustainability? I think historically, you know, data and sustainability have not come together. But as sustainability is becoming a core part of business, we're seeing more and more requirements for this. The first kind of requirement is quite plain and simple: impact reduction. We cannot manage what we cannot measure. So obviously we need data to measure if projects or mitigation actions are actually worthwhile and are actually delivering the impact that they're supposed to be delivering. So we need to be able to measure, you know, what's going on, how successful are the initiatives that we're kind of doing. There's also a lot more requirements for reporting. So obviously there's a lot of data that needs to go into the reporting, and that data needs to be presented in a way that is accessible and understandable for those who are trying to read the reports. There's obviously a lot more requirement for transparency currently. And again, this is all built around data, what's coming from where, who's transferring, how many, how much. So there's a huge amount of data and information. I think, you know, when we say data, we automatically think of numbers, but it's not just numbers. It's also kind of qualitative information that we're transferring up and down supply chains in every direction. And also, there's a lot of policy and compliance at the moment, which also requires huge amounts of data and information transfer in all directions. So, you know, currently the CSR managers and the brands, they're shifting data in all directions, up and down supply chains, to consumers, to and from suppliers, so on and so forth. And, you know, of course, all this data needs to be communicated and transferred somehow. As this is a fairly new thing that's happening, it's, you know, we're relying a lot on Excel sheets. But obviously, as the requirements for data exchange increase, we need to try and be a bit more sophisticated about how we're doing that. And I think just like everything else, we need harmonization. We need a system that works for the whole industry and for the whole sector, because a lot of confusion happens when we try and do this manually. So just to give you an example of you know, a project that we're currently working on as the EOG, and I think this project is perfect for, you know, really displaying how complicated and how necessary this harmonized kind of information exchange is. So I'd like to tell you about the Sustainability Data Exchange project, which is a current project that's running as a collaboration between the EOG and the BSI. And this project originated as one of our EOG members reached out and they said, guys, you have to help us. We're currently in hell. We are having problems as more and more of our trading partners are starting to request product level sustainability data. And they were receiving endless amounts of questionnaires and Excel sheets and things to fill in. So the current situation is very much like the picture on the left. So, you know, what we've got here is an example brand with 10 products, which is completely unrealistic because many brands have hundreds of products. So for every retailer, for every product, there's a separate Excel sheet being filled in. So it's a huge amount of work. It's a huge amount of, it's very time consuming. All in all, the data is being used in different ways. In some cases, the data and information is being used to go on the website. Sometimes the data and information is being used for internal green labeling or product specifications. So there's a huge amount of data and it's being used in many different ways, but it's all transferring around and it's a complete mess. So we got a group together and we had to think about how we could address this. And I think what we would like to go to ideally is this situation on the right. So, you know, where there's a central data hub and the product information is input once, and then the retailers can individually access that from their different sides.
And Katie, if I just would like to add quickly, I think the structure that you show here, this is definitely counting for everything that comes from
Absolutely.
brand to retail. It doesn't matter if it's sustainability or any other content data, so to speak. This is the importance that we have here to clean this process up.
Yeah, and I think, you know, we're using brand to retail as an example here, but that is not the only data exchange, information exchange channels. There's obviously huge amounts of data between suppliers and then to consumers. So, I mean, it's this kind of mess in a circle around everything. So so everyone's having a bit of a struggle at the moment. So for our project, we picked up the work that Anny began on the product information, and then we kind of put a little bit on the side around sustainability information. So the whole focus of the project that we're working on is to find alignment on this product level sustainability attribute communication between brands and retailers. The first step that we wanted to do was to develop a harmonized data exchange questionnaire. To do this, we collected many of the questionnaires that are floating around. So we looked at the retailers such as REI and Zalando and all of the retailers that have these questionnaires. And we started to map the questions that were being asked, and we started to really look at what the questions were. And what became very apparent very quickly is that the answers were all the same, but the questions were different and were being asked in different ways. So actually the data points were very, very aligned. And it was actually only the way in which they were being asked for that was differing. There was various information being requested, but it generally fell into two categories. It was very straightforward product sustainability information. So which certificates, is this product blue sign? Are you a member of Fair Wear Foundation? It was very, very standard information. And then in some cases, there were specific targets and thresholds that the retailers were asking. So, you know, at least 30% recycled or a minimum of 50% BCI cotton. But the kind of types of information were very straightforward. There were different variations on desirable and expected attributes. So, you know, some retailers define sustainability in a way different to other retailers. So what's important to one is not always the same as what's important to another. But there were very clear topics being asked around affiliations and certifications, materials and chemicals, animal welfare, social, and so on and so forth. So it was a kind of nice exercise in a way, because we realized that actually they're all the same questions being asked in a slightly different way. So that was good to see. What we've been doing since then is we've been working on a harmonized questionnaire. So we've been really defining these data points. And we have a very sophisticated Excel spreadsheet at the moment, which looks at material and composition, certification at both material, product, supplier facility and brand level, chemical information and climate information. And this works across apparel, footwear and hard goods. So it's looking at the main topics used within our industry. We've already had one run testing the pilot questionnaire with the group, the brands and retailers, and we're just in the process of making the kind of second round of changes. We're hoping that this will be finished by the summer. So we're hoping that we've got something to show, a prototype to show at the outdoor show. But then the question for us really is, you know, what's the next step here? And I think we've known all along that the actual next step is to digitize this and to put this on a digital platform. So this is where we're very happy to work with Siggy going forward to see, you know, how can we make this questionnaire easy to use and on an actual digital platform. Thanks. Over to you, Siggy. Oh, can't hear you.
Always the same. Thank you, Katie, for the nice presentation, and for Anny. So what you both are talking about is exactly the thing I hear from many different participants of the industry. And I'm really happy that the EOG and also you, Anny, are looking into this topic and help the retailers and brands to with this data topic. And we as OUTTRA are there to help on a technical basis. So you define the standards and we program them. So that's what our idea is and what our goal is here, or our mission is, to really create a digital platform where all this data can be exchanged. And this, I want to show you a few slides and then also go into a live presentation of the Data and Image Hub from the new version. So OUTTRA, the ecosystem for sports and outdoor industry, that's what we are. I founded OUTTRA a few years ago, and we are really specialized in industry. So our belief is that we can help the industry most when we specialize in our industry, and we are all in there. And yeah, that's what we are doing. And what we have two different types of data we look at. And the first type of data is Data and Image Hub, where we're talking about exactly this, what Katie and Anny were talking, how to exchange product data, sustainability data, images, and so on. Right now, we have different problems. On the brand website, on the brand, for example, we have the problem Katie already told us about, that brands have to fill many questionnaires about the sustainability information. So a brand gets from each retailer another questionnaire with other questions, but the answers might be the same. On the other side, retailers have a problem that they get all this product information and images from different brands in totally different formats and different ways to make and this makes all the onboarding of new items in the online shop or in their ERP system really inefficient. That looks like this. For example, the retailers get from each brand the data via, for example, brand 1 data via Excel images in JPEG via their own B2B portal, from brand 2 Excel files with PNGs via Dropbox and so on. So there are really different ways, and this is really inefficient. And what we try to do here is to help brands and retailers to make this more efficient. So brands don't need to do the one-to-one communication with the retailers anymore. We have a centralized approach here where we want to organize on a technical basis the exchange of sustainability information, data, and images within the industry to save time and money at the brands and the retailers. It looks a bit like this. So we will get, and we already get from a few brands, the information, all the mostly right now images and text, but we will add the questionnaires within the summer as the UAG process with this project. We get this information from different brands and save them at OUTTRA, and then the retailers can access this via different ways to get this information from different brands at once. That means we have an API for the retailers. They can connect to our API and they can get images, product information, and in the future also the questionnaires from different brands in their format, and they can import them, for example, via the API to their store. Another way for the retailers is to get an individualized export, for example, a CSV export with PNG files in their format, where they also get all the information in one file from all the brands which participate in our system. And also the same with the questionnaire. So this is the technical solution we offer here to help exactly this problem with the different data formats and different ways to exchange it. And what we really have brand new is the Data and Image Hub frontend, which I will show you in a live presentation. So this is where the retailers can log in to access the data from different brands if they are not using the API. So here in this case, we have ORTOVOX. We have a retailer which has ORTOVOX, Siener, and Hanwag available for them, and VD is not available for this retailer because the brands can select on retailer level which can have the product the information and which not. And now the retailer has different ways to access the data. The first way is to go via the brand. Click on the brand and then go, for example, on Mountain Wear Man. Now they can see all these products which are in this season in this category Mountain Wear Man. And then they can say, okay, I want to see some more information from this product. They click on the detail link, then they see here all the information we have from the brands for this product. They see the images, they see the description. This is also possible in different languages for sure. They see teaser materials, attributes, everything we get from the brand is visible here. And they can also change the colors to see which colors are available in this season. They also see the GTIN, for example. And this is all the information for this product we got from the brand at one place. So and, if the retailer says, okay, I got this product and I want to put this into my shop, they add this product to the download list. Then this is also another product they have in their store. They can add this also to the download list. And then, for example, they also have some Hanwag products. They go to the Hanwag website, to the Hanwag category here. They have this product, for example, in their store, and they also want to get this product in their store. And so they can create a download list for all this product information. And you have the download list up here, where you can see which products are right now in your download list. and then you can click here on download now, and then the system will create a specific CSV file in this case. For this retailer, we created an account for a CSV file with download links for the images, and they can download all these products at once. So you really can select here which product information do you have in your which product information do you want, and you can download this with a few clicks. That's one way to look at this product data. Another way to look at the product data is, for example, if you don't want to look at the catalog, which many brands do, many not. So as all the product informations are in there in the system, you can also use this data hub as a possibility to look up detailed information for the product. So as you can see here, if you click on a product, you don't see all the navigation, because we're really focused in here on the information of this product, so that you can also use this data hub as a platform, like a wiki, for example, where the retailer can look up the product information from the brands which participate here. And third, the next version is, for example, here to go via a search. If you look, for example, for a product name, you can look up here which products are available for you with this name. In this case, I put in the thread. And you can go there on the thread 30 drive, for example, from AutoVox. You can click in there. You will really go to this detail page of this product, and you can see again here all this product information we have here with all the images. You can also download the images if you need it, for example, for a marketing campaign, and you need these images for this product. You go log in there, click on download images, you get these images. There's no big searching needed anymore. And the third, but not the last but not least version to get this product data is the quick download here on the right side. The idea here is, as I was talking with many different retailers, and they told me that they get twice a year, or several times a year, they get their new products from the brands. And they have a hustle to get this information for exactly this EAN numbers which they were delivered. So if they have 50 products and they have 50 EAN numbers, they don't want to go to an Excel list of 5,000 EAN numbers or SKUs to search exactly the product information for this. That's why we enabled in a quick download to just paste in there a list of EAN numbers, and you will get the product information from the system exactly for this EAN number you selected. So this is a really fast way to get this product information if you have your list of EAN numbers which you ordered, for example, from a brand, and then you get a delivery of these products. So this is what the backend does, and additional to the API for sure. So big retailers will use the API to connect this data, but also for the small retailers or for agencies or for the marketing department of the brand its own. There's an easy way to get to this data. Yeah, this is one part of our service we're offering. So really get the information, so the product information, the images, and in the future also the questionnaire to bring this from the brands to the retailers. Another thing we were starting with is the Where to Buy Local tool. This is our tool we already use since many years with many brands in the industry. And we got this also kind of data, but this time it's not a data for information. So not for the product information and images, but it's for the stock levels and availability information. So the Where to Buy Local tool, we go there to the problem that a brand has hundreds or not thousands of retailers worldwide, but on the website of the brand you just see a list of retailers, but the consumer does not know where exactly which product is available, because till now there was no solution for this. And that's what we enable within the outdoor and sports industry. We see here that with our tool, the end consumer can see on the brand website which retailer has this product right now in stock. And we want to enable a better customer journey in this way. So that means that right now the end consumer looks up the products he looks up for is is at home and he looks up on the website, and Google and other search engines will push brand websites to the top of the list. And exactly at the brand website at point 3, we can show which retailers in the region of the end consumer has this product right now in stock. Then the end consumer can go to this retailer, can get some more advice, can touch the products, because we are here in an industry where we talk most times about technical products, and you don't want to buy wrong jacket for 600 euros, which is not suited for your use case, and then you are not satisfied with this. That's why it's really important to get good advice. And we got good retailers out there which can help the end consumer with this advice, and then the end consumer can buy this product directly at a retailer. That's the idea about the Where to Buy Local tool. I've also included some live examples of the Where to Buy Local tool, and I will show you the live example for Deuter in this case. So Deuter is one of our customers. They started at the end of last year with the tool. And as you can see, this is the Deuter website. They have the add to shopping cart link, which is their normal D2C link, but there's also Buy Local. And as soon as you click on Buy Local, our tool opens up. As you can see, there's no OUTTRA sign or so in there, because we want to support the brands to help their retailers and to offer a really good service here, but it's not important for us to show the OUTTRA logo there. In this on this site, the end consumer can select if the browser is allowed to access this location of the user, or if he wants to put in a city there. For example, for Munich. And now the system tells the end consumer exactly where he can find this Transalpine 30 backpack right now in store. So in this case, Globetrotter in Munich has this product available, and Sportbüttel also has this product available right now in Munich. And this, there are many more retailers from Deuter there, but we show just this two because our intention is really to help the end consumer to go exactly to this retailer where we know that this product is available. And that's why we show this two retailers here. You can also see the opening hours. We have for most of the retailers, we have opening hours there, so the end consumer doesn't know that this right now is open. Or we have the address there. If you click in there, you can also see the phone number where you could click on there if you like to. You can call the retailer and tell them that you want to visit there. Yeah, this is the important part of this. What we also have included in our Where to Buy Local tool is shop window. So if you click in here on the shop window tool, you can see which products are from this brand are available in this at this retailer right now. So we all have this information here, and as you can see, the end consumer is really informed when he goes to the retailer, because this is a possibility for the retailer to show which products do you have in store from this brand. So like Globetrotter, for example, they have an own online shop. They are really visible, but especially for smaller retailers which don't have our own e-com website, which is really expensive, this is the first time a really good visibility of their product directly at a brand website. So if someone looks for a Katie, you had a question right here?
No, I had a question.
Anny.
I guess you should just add how often this is uploaded and updated. So if I look in the morning at 10, it could be different than at 5 in the afternoon, or how often is that?
Yeah, so we update the data every 4 hours, so at least once a day, but every 4 hours is internally our process here with updating the data. Yeah, but the idea here is really to make it visible what retailers have in stock right now. And for big retailers, it's fine, but for small retailers, it's essential nowadays, because sometimes I get feedback from retailers. They tell me that there's a customer coming to the store, and the customer wants, hey, I want to buy this product, and the retailer says, huh? I'm not sure if I got this product here. Yeah, you have this product because I saw it on the website of OUTTRA, for example. And then the retailer looks at the warehouse. Oh yeah, there at the back there's the product. And then the customer is happy, the retailer is happy, everyone is happy. And this is the chance we have with data if we can make it visible at the right places. And that's what we are doing here with the product information, with this product information and also with this stock information data. Yeah, this only small introduction into the where to buy local tool. We can now go back to the Anny, you
Yes,
have
I would like to add again that this is definitely beneficial for the end consumer and for the shopper, and but it's for the retailer as well, because it's not in a dead end road anymore. The goods that you have, so it's really way better visible, and especially for the small ones who create the atmosphere in the cities as well. Is it important? So this is what I would like to highlight again.
Absolutely. So that's also the feedback I get from many of the retailers that it's really working. So end consumer go to the store and say, hey, I saw it on OUTTRAVOX, I saw it on Deuter website, and I want to buy this product. I have a few more slides about this, and I can show you this more about the OUTTRA system. And to see who is already using the system. So just a few about us. For instance, so brands which are using already now the system or will start in the next week. So for example, we started off with Chillers, with a climbing brand, and Fischer joined us, OUTTRAVOX joined us, VD, Ziner, OUTTRAVOX for Bergans. Also, we are now starting in the biking industry, so DT Swiss will join in June. We have VD there, we have Ortlieb there, we have Gonzo in the biking industry. So we have outdoor industry, we have biking industry, we have ski industry. So everything which is connected with sports is absolutely in our use case here, and we can help here this industry to get connected. On the other side, we are not just talking about brands. We also have a selection of partners, of retail partners, which already are integrated here. And we're talking not just about Germany, we're talking about here all over Europe. So for example, Anton Sport in Oslo or in Norway, they are with all their stores, they are connected. Or in Switzerland, we have Transa Bechli, SportXX and Oxen in Switzerland. From Austria, we have Hervis, Gigasport, Intersport is connected with all their stores in Austria and in Germany, but also smaller retailers. For example, Sportbittel is not the smallest one, but compared to Globetrotter, which is all the stores there. VeloPlus in Switzerland. Big and small retailers are there. Also, online retailers are connected here if you want to show which products are available, not local, but in your at other online stores is also possible. So we really have a good mixture here of more than 1,600 retailers from the sports industry which are connected. So we started off with building a good network, and we are really happy that we have already more than 1,600 retailers and more than 25 brands which are using the system. And we are happy to expand this even more. As I told you before, so OUTTRA is we're not just talking, we're in the industry, we're really active in the industry. So we are happy to be a EOG and BSI partner in this. Also with this tool here, we are part of the VDS, Sport Biz Forces, OSV in France, OIA in England. Also, we are part of the 1% for the Planet initiative, where it means that 1% of our revenue goes directly to projects which are certified by 1%. For example, the IOCA is doing great work. So we help IOCA there. We are carbon neutral, and we also support some projects within the industry. So, for example, like She's Outdoors from Jana, which we support this topic because we believe it's really important. We are also partner of the Sport Handels Congress, or the Sport for Ukraine. We founded this. So we are really active, and we're happy to help this industry to get forward with our technical expertise. This is also the last slide. So what I can say, we built an ecosystem for the sports and outdoor industry, but we can do it just together. So let's do this together because we are stronger together. And if you like to contact us, please feel free. Drop a line in your chat, please, if you want to have the slides from this webinar. Our contact data is here on the slides. You can write us a mail. You can call us anytime. And we are really happy to help everyone here to get more information. And yeah, that's from my side, the slides. And now I'm really happy to see what are the questions and what's the Q&A. So where can we help with our expertise?
So I think we have the first question up, and I think this is probably one for me to address. So, you know, just thinking about the green claims legislation and how the supply chain, the SDEX project supports that. I mean, what we have been very aware throughout the project that there is a lot of policy coming. And for this policy and compliance, you know, we need a lot of data exchange. And we've actually been making sure that the questionnaire aligns with policy. And this is, I mean, these are requirements at both the EU, but also the member state level. So as an example, what we've been doing so far is, so the law AGEC, so the new French regulation, has some very specific requirements on country of origin, and not only for where the product is constructed, but also where the materials are woven and dyed or finished. So we've made sure that those questions are included in the questionnaire, because what we know will happen is that the retailers will need this information. So then we have this perpetuating cycle of the retailers having more questions for the brands and so on and so forth. And if we don't harmonize the way in which those questions are asked and the data is exchanged, then obviously we have this situation again where everyone's asking the same question, but in a slightly different way. So I think the project, you know, it won't be the answer, but it will align with and support the requirements of policy.
Great, thank you. And Charles, I hope this question was answered well. Okay, this is from Peter. I think this is the question for me. Right, so yeah, you say it's benefits that it's only big retailers, but that's not true. So what we are doing with OUTTRA is we help small retailers to connect it here, because we know that it's really important for the small retailers, which are the ones who have the biggest contact with end consumer. And what we are doing here, we help small stores to connect their POS systems to us. You just have to fill out a form. I will put it later on in the comments. And if you fill out this form, our technical team will contact you, will send you some advice how to connect your POS system to OUTTRA. All we need to be technical is a CSV file. We just need to know which EIN number is in your store. And if you have a POS system, if you have a digital POS system, it's a good chance that your POS system can export this data to us. And we build an import for every retailer. So we're really going deep and help retailers to get their POS systems to our system connected. So we're there to help. It's free for retailers, by the way. So we are totally paid by the brands. So retailers just fill out the form later on, and then we will contact you, and we will help you getting the stores connected here.
I think to kind of add on that as well, I mean, talking about this purely from a sustainability information perspective, it is even more beneficial for the smaller stores because it saves time and it reduces effort. So long term, while the initial effort is obviously a job that needs to be done, kind of I mean, certainly from a policy perspective and compliance, there are so many questions that the retailers are going to start having to ask the brands. And I think if you can get that digitized and get that on a platform that is long-term saving a lot of time, it's even more beneficial for the smaller stores who have perhaps less capacity and smaller teams, but still have to do the jobs nonetheless.
And actually, I would like to add that this is beneficial for the CSR attitude of a store as well, because especially small stores who don't have big teams to go through CSR questions and stuff like this, I think you can learn a lot on the way these questions are made or what type of questions these are, because it's really based on a broad experience of retail experience from the international market.
Yeah. Okay, a question for you, Katie, I think, and Charles.
I've noticed that Hig and BlueSign have agreed on common information so that when working with both systems, there is not a great duplication of work. Will this apply here? Yes, absolutely. We're taking every measure to make sure that everything is aligned. The whole point of this project is harmonization, reducing workload and ease of data exchange. That's exactly what we're trying to do.
Yes, and Hig and BlueSign are always the ones who are some sort of the networking partners. So definitely yes, when it comes to questions, anyhow, in retail as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so any more questions? Don't be shy. Here are the experts now. If you want to talk more about the sustainability or data exchange. Okay, so Jana, what do you think? I think we have not more questions, right?
Can't hear you, Anna.
Sorry, still on mute. That is the classic thing to happen. We do not have any further questions, but I'm not ready to give up yet. I think there might be a few more because I've seen people hopping on board now. There might be some questions popping up, but
okay.
Yes, we're basically waiting for that. So if there has been anything popping up in your mind while you were listening to what they were discussing about, and I mean, there's a lot more information in there than that was shared now. So don't be shy. Send in the comment. We will pull it up and hopefully be able to answer your questions.
I mean, I've got a quick comment if we have a minute or two. And
yes.
You know, I'd just like to say that for the project, we're looking for brands and retailers to get on board with this. We want to. We've been working with a group already to try and get us to the point that we already are, but the success of this depends on rollout and uptake. Likewise, working with Siggy, we need collaboration, we need engagement, and you know, everyone that we mention this project to and this initiative, they're like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is going to save us so much time and effort. So we know that there is a requirement for this. So it's just about spreading the word, getting in contact and engaging. Yeah.
That sounds good. The question that we get the most is where can we download the slides? So we will for sure make all the information accessible. We have a forum ready to go for you. And we will send that form over to everyone who has now commented. Oh, and I see another question from Charles popping up saying he has no more questions. Thank you so much to everyone. It's been, well, a bit of an overwhelm of information, actually, and data, to be honest, in my head. And I think we got a pretty clear picture of what more we can achieve if we do implement the data in a good and successful way. So I'd say that is that. Does any of you want to add something?
No, just thank you very much for everyone.
Exactly. Thanks for participating. And thanks also for Anny, Katie, and also for Jana for organizing this. We're really, we have here a topic, I think, which is really important, and it's really important for the industry to bring it to the future, because there's no way to stay away from data nowadays. And everyone who stays away from data gets a problem in a few years. So that's think we have to work together here to bring this topic forward, and I'm really happy that you both also support this topic and to bring it to the industry, to the retailers, and so everyone can push forward here. Thank you.
So this will hopefully
Thank
not
you.
be our last webinar regarding that. And we will share all the information afterwards. And yes, you can easily share the link, forward it. It is available on every platform that you've seen it. The recording will be available on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on the platform itself. And you can share that with your colleagues. And if you have any questions popping up afterwards, we also have a form for that. Just drop us a line and we will forward it to Ziggy, Anny, or Katie, or whoever you want the question to answer. And then we will hopefully also be able to answer your questions that somehow pop up if you watch the recording. All right. So thank you so much.
I just posted 2 links in the comments section and here in StreamYard for where the retailers and brands can contact us. For Peter, for example, if you're a retailer, you can just click in there and
we will forward that to LinkedIn, because LinkedIn doesn't share the comments that we post here, but we forward it to LinkedIn and thereby make it accessible to everyone.
Great.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. Thank you so much for Anny and Katie supporting our case and the interesting insights. And take care, and I'll see you the next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
How can we team up to improve the customer experience in times of constant change and at the same time strengthen the local retailers? We have developed a tool that's simple to integrate into your website as a plugin and displays the real-time availability of your product in local stores. With our team, we implement a full visual integration into the CI of your brand. OUTTRA already enables many brands to optimize their customer journey and sales in an easy way. For your partners worldwide, the onboarding is free of charge and so straightforward that we can currently access the availabilities of over 1,000 retailers. Let's get ahead of change and break new ground in the collaboration between brands and retailers.